Another important one is the quantum mechanical model. Quantum mechanical model proposed by quantum mechanical model is proposed by Schrödinger, Erwin Schrödinger. Remember the scientist name Schrödinger. He explained the position of atom, the electron. He explained the electron which is present in which orbit, which orbital, what is the orientation or magnetic quantum number or the principal quantum number or the angular momentum quantum numbers. He explained with the help of quantum numbers. So quantum mechanical model proposed by Erwin Schrödinger. Remember this point. Quantum mechanical model is proposed by Erwin Schrödinger, right? Next, according to the important postulates of Bohr atomic model, each and every electron revolves around the nucleus in a circular path. These circular paths are called orbits. The first point is orbit. The second point is orbit can be represented with the K, L, M and N and so on, or 1, 2, 3 and so on. Next, as increasing the n value, what happens? The size and energy of the orbit also increases. And when the electron revolves around the nucleus in a specific path or specific orbit, the energy neither created nor destroyed. Hence these orbits are called stationary orbits. Stationary orbits. Stationary orbits. Once again, when the electrons are revolves around the nucleus in a particular path, the energy of the electron neither lose nor gain. Such kind of orbits are called stationary orbit. But when electron jumps from the one orbit to the another orbit, or higher energy level to lower energy level, lower energy level to higher energy level, then the electron or energy is changes. Let us see. When electron jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit, energy is released or energy loss. Lower to higher orbit to lower orbit, the energy is released or energy is emitted. When electron jumps lower to higher orbit, energy is absorbed or energy gains. Once again, the electron will enter from the lower orbit to the higher orbit, the energy is absorbed or energy is gained. Whereas the electron jumps from the higher energy level to lower energy level, energy is releases or energy is loose. This energy absorbed or energy released, the change in energy that can be given with the help or represent as a delta E is equals to H nu. Delta E equals to H nu. Here H is a Planck's constant, nu is a frequency, whereas delta E means change in energy. Change in energy. H is a Planck's constant. What is the Planck's constant value? Constant. H is a Planck's constant. Here Planck, name of the scientist Max Planck. 6.626 into or 625 or 626. 6.625 or 6.626. In our textbook, 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. Joule second. Here the very important one, what is the value of Planck's constant? 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. Remember, once again, important postulates of Bohr atomic model. Here the path of electrons around the nucleus, they are called as orbits, represented with the K, L, M, N or 1, 2, 3. And the electrons, when they are rotating in a specific orbit, the energy is neither lose nor gain. Hence, these orbits are called stationary orbits. When electron jumps from the higher orbit to lower orbit, the energy is released or energy loses. When electron jumps from the lower orbit to higher orbit, the energy is absorbed. This energy released or absorbed can be represented with the equation delta equal to h nu. Here delta equal to h nu. H is a Planck's constant, nu is a frequency. Here the Planck's constant value is 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. Okay students, remember these points. Electromagnetic radiations. When a charged particle is subjected to an electric field and magnetic field, these electric and magnetic field both are applied perpendicular to the charged particle, then we get waves. They are appear in the form of waves. Such kind of waves are called electromagnetic waves or electromagnetic radiations. Generally, a charged particle subjected to the electric and magnetic field, both are applied perpendicular to each other to the wave propagation, we get the electromagnetic waves. And these electromagnetic waves have some characteristic properties. So they are, first one is wavelength. What is mean by wavelength? Let's see. Wavelength can be represented with the lambda. And these electromagnetic waves produce some radiations, hence they are called as electromagnetic radiations. Right? Wavelength, lambda, it can be represented with the lambda. Distance between any two peaks. The distance between any two peaks is called wavelength. This is a crest, this is trough. Any two successive crest are trough. Crest or trough. This is crest, trough, like that. The distance between any two successive peaks are called wavelength. Wavelength units are angstroms, or centimeters, meters, nanometers, or picometers. 1 angstrom equal to 10 power minus 8 centimeters or 10 power minus 10 meters. And 1 nanometer equal to 10 power minus 9 meters. 10 power minus 9 meter. 1 nm equal to 10 power minus 9 meters. So this is the wavelength. Okay. Next. What is mean by frequency? Nu. Frequency can be represented with the nu. Number of waves passed through a point per unit time, that is called frequency. The maximum number of waves that passed through a point in unit time is called frequency. Here the frequency nu equals to c by lambda. Nu equals to c by lambda. Here c is a velocity of the light. C is a velocity of light. Next, lambda is a wavelength. Lambda is a wavelength. Nu is a frequency of the wave. Nu is a frequency of the wave. Remember, what is the velocity of the light? 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. What is the velocity of the light? 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. Here observe, nu is equals to c by lambda. That means nu and lambda are reciprocal to each other. Reciprocal means inversely proportional. As the frequency increases, wavelength decreases. Otherwise, wavelength is more, frequency is less. Very, very important concept. Frequency and the wavelength are reciprocal to each other, are inversely proportional to each other. More wavelength, then less frequency. Nu comma lambda are inversely proportional. Inversely proportional to each other. For example, a wave which is having more wavelength, its frequency is less. A wave which is having less frequency, that means it has more wavelength. Right, all of you very well know the VIBGR, which is having more wavelength. Red color, more wavelength. More wavelength. In VIBGR, which is the more wavelength? Red color. Which is the less wavelength? Violet. Which is the more frequency? Violet. Here, more frequency. Violet color has more frequency but less wavelength, whereas the red color has more wavelength, less frequency. Less frequency. Remember. What is the range of visible region? 300 nanometers to, or 400 nanometers to 400 nanometers to 700 nanometers. This is called visible region. Visible region, very, very important one. Visible region. 400 nanometers to 700 nanometers is called visible region. That means when the radiations which are fall in visible region, then only we can observe with our naked eye. That is the reason it is called visible region. 400 nanometers to 700 nanometers. Is it clear? These are the very, very important one. Here the nu equal to c by lambda. C is a velocity of the light, and the VIBGR, in VIBGR, red color has more wavelength, less frequency, whereas violet color has more frequency and less wavelength. Now let us see the spectrum. Spectrum is nothing but the electromagnetic radiations have variety range, or the wide range of the frequencies and wavelength. If we arrange the order in an order of the wavelength or the frequency of a different waves, that is called spectrum. That is called spectrum. Electromagnetic radiations which are having a wide range of frequencies or wavelength, if they are arranged in a order, that is called spectrum. Let us see very, very important one. UV, X-rays, UV, visible, IR, visible, IR, radio waves, TV waves or TV rays or TV waves, radio waves, IR means infrared. IR means what? Infrared waves. Here visible rays or visible waves. UV region, ultraviolet region. Here the X-rays, gamma rays and the cosmic rays. So these are the electromagnetic radiations which are arranged in increasing order of their wavelength. Increasing order of wavelength. Increasing order of wavelength. Lambda. Increasing order of their wavelength. That means cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-rays, UV, visible, IR, radio and TV rays. So in this left to right, when we going to the left to right, the wavelength increases. Here in visible region we get the VIBGR here. VIBGR. Here VIBGR range is 400 nanometers to 700 nanometers. Right. See, in your examination, which of the following has more wavelength? The options are, which of the following radiations, which of the following radiations have more wavelength? Options are X-rays, gamma rays, IR rays, UV rays. Here in IR, here also microwaves. IR and microwaves. Once again, cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet, visible rays, infrared rays, microwaves, radio waves and TV rays. So which of the following radiations have more wavelength? Here the X-rays, gamma rays, IR and UV rays. So which one is correct one? Here the IR. Why? Because left to right wavelength increases. Wavelength increase means here the in given option IR and UV. Here UV is present here and X-rays, gamma rays, next one is IR, like this one. Otherwise frequency. Here the left to right wavelength increase means here the starting frequency is more. That means cosmic rays have more frequency and the next gamma rays, after that X-rays, UV, like this one. It is a very, very important concept. Which of the following has more frequency or more wavelength? If more wavelength means left to right. Okay students? Right. This is also one important concept about spectrum. Thank you students.